welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Tina and I am here with another Cricut short. These are short videos that are designed to help you grow in your Cricut and design space crafting. So today we're going to focus on the layers section in design space and how I use it to color my projects, change my projects, and then also a couple of extra things that I tie in with that to use that in my print then cut crafting as well. All right, so the layers tab is right up here in the upper right corner. You'll find layers and material colors, and I'm going to touch on material colors as well. But I love the layers tab because right here you'll see I've loaded this image in because it's small enough to work with and make changes for the video. But the layers option in Design Space when you are coding projects for matching your papers are going to be amazing. I'm going to touch on that a little bit too. All right, so I'm going to drop that arrow down. And when you drop the arrow down anything in Design Space, you get a detail. This is the detail of the image on my canvas. This here is where I spend a lot of my time designing because if I click over here, I get the whole image. And I can ungroup it and try to do all that. But if I really want to keep it all lined up perfectly like it is, layers is the way to go. Now, I'm a clicker. I love to click on things. It can sometimes get you in trouble in design space. I will admit that. But we're going to go ahead and click on this leaf right here. So I just kind of initiated it over here. So now I know that that's the piece I'm on. I'm going to come up to my top toolbar up here and I'm going to drop down where it shows me the color. I'm going to change that to yellow. This is such a great feature and designing over this way because you'll notice my advanced section came down right away, like all the way over here. You can choose anything in here. So if it's not quite the yellow that I want, maybe I want it darker. Maybe I'm using multiple yellows in my design and I'm coding this to cut. So I need one design to be a dark one. And then maybe I need this one over here. I wanted this one to be a lighter one. That allows me to do that. What I mean by coding your projects by paper is I'll often do a code on a little sheet of paper. You can also put notes. Check out future or check out other Cricut shorts for how to code projects, how to do paper legends, how to leave yourself notes, guide notes. All of those videos will be coming. So check those things out for better organization on that. But this is where you can do multiple yellows. Now, another thing that I like is right down here, you'll see under the advanced, you have the ability to put in a hex code. A hex code is a code that is attached to the exact color match. So if you have a hex code for, say, a paper color that you use, or maybe you are matching a paint color, an ink color, a swatch, anything like that, you can simply just backspace this out and add that and have an exact match. This is huge for when you want to do print and cut. That's why I said I was going to touch on it a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and just choose the same color for both of these. I wanted to be here, sorry. There we go. All right. Actually, let me go back a minute. Okay, so I have this color chosen for over here. What I want to do is I want to make the other one the exact same color. So I've selected that other piece and now I'm going to go up to this basic cut, drop the color down. And one of the things I love is it shows me right here. These are the colors that you currently have on your canvas, which means if I select this, it's going to be a perfect match here. That's great when I'm designing small things like this. As I mentioned, I'm a clicker, so that works for me. Over here, though, this will continue to grow the more things you add. Another thing that this does for you with this color match section up here is if you've imported an image and you really like a color that's in that image, it's easy to choose that and select it. Now there is another way to do this, so I'm going to just change this back to this yellow. And I'm just going to touch on material colors, which is over here next to layers for a moment. If we click on material colors and we want to change that lighter yellow to this darker yellow that's right here down bottom, these are all the colors of each item. So this is an itemized list of everything on your mat selected by material colors. You can click on the individual and just drag it to the color that you want. Another thing you can do is if you've decided to eliminate a color altogether and change it to another color, you could click on that and just drag it up. Sorry, I know that click was a little off, but basically I just clicked on the material color and changed all of the images at the same time. I'm going to hit go back for that right now. There we go, to keep my leaves nice and green. All right, now what I want to do is just go back to the layers and show you. I'm going to change these to black using this drop down. Change those to black. And then under material colors, I can always look at it and say, okay, I would like to change that to black. Now, I think my pot would be really nice in maybe a light blue because it matches, my paper. There we go. So I have this as a nice light blue. And then maybe my green is too dark for me. So I want to do that a little bit lighter. I'll go down here and select a different green. So now that I have this all set up the way that it is, I can match my papers real easily if I'm using a blue, a green, a yellow, and a black. All right, to go one step further, I just want to show you how I take these images after I'm done, and I would do a lot more detail to this, but that's for future videos. All right, because I never ungrouped it and I only used the portion over here under that layers, it means that my entire image is grouped. If I want to resize it, I can simply just resize the entire thing. I'm now going to put in an offset, and I'm going to put in a small offset of just a 0.06, and I'm simply selecting the offset, putting 0.06 in, and hitting enter. It will change the size. If it doesn't, sometimes you have to kind of reinitiate it. Over here, I'm choosing curved, which is the default. So if you have something that, you're doing a square that you want that offset, you do have to do that. All right, and then the weld offset I always leave because it means that it's going to come out all in one piece, and that is a huge benefit. All right, I'm now going to do that. Anytime you drop an offset on, it defaults to this color. I'm going to change my offset to white for this one. And you can see it has like a nice little outline around it now. Now here's the thing, that offset is not attached. So that offset is not part of this. It is a separate piece, and it is set to a basic cut right up here in the top. Let me initialize it. See basic cut under operation up here on that top toolbar over here on my left. If I wanted to change this to a print and cut, what I'm going to want to do is highlight the entire thing and flatten it. Now, the reason why I like putting a little offset on my print and cut is because I think it gives it a little bit of room to kind of cut around that. And I tend to get nicer cuts with that. I often do use white as my offset or black. It's very rare that I do another color, but at times what I do like to do is have an offset that is another color, and I would just complete that process. Okay, I sure do hope that this will encourage you to use the layers feature in Design Space to design your projects. You will notice now that it says flatten. Gonna go back. And I hope that this will encourage you to look at the detail and maybe change a few things and see the fun that you can have. This is a very simple image, and I think it would be a fun one to cut. All right, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It really does help me out here in the YouTube community. And feel free to leave me a comment if there is something on Cricut or Design Space that you would like me to do a Cricut short for. Thanks so much and have a great day.